So before the Notre Dame Paris Black Op, I made a video saying Paris, London and West Coast next. Well, that's all in the film Mission Impossible Fallout, all three. And ignore the pyramid in the room. Anyway. So they conducted the Notre Dame Paris Green Op ritual, mentioning the phoenix rising, which is them, the Phoenician merchants, the tribe, the Zionists of the tribe. And London next, that's what Vanessa Kirby says to Tom Cruise when standing right outside Notre Dame in the film. And he also says in the film to the apostle, of course the apostles were removed from, the apostle statues were removed from Notre Dame before, which Miss mentioned. Very good spot there, the 12 apostles. Anyway, then he says to Mr. Apostle, he says, we'll burn that bridge when we get to it, or we'll burn those bridges when we get to it. And which bridge do they mean? Let me see. Oh, yeah, that one. So we've got a triple possibility. I've been thinking over the summer, yeah, a triple possibility for the next Black Op, which will be London. Oh, that's for sure. All right. It could be Tower Bridge. It could be Brixton. It could be something to do with airplanes. And I was saying that to myself over the summer. And what happens today? Right on cue. BA pilots strike. Cancelling tons and tons of flights, causing chaos, and that word chaos comes up. Now, I've started to watch the series Dark. I will do a whole video on that because I need to break it down. I've watched 2 episodes so far. Complete predictive programming for the West Coast false flag. And I mean, really. The date it throws up November the 4th and 10/13, which is October the 13th. And October 31st. Well, if they wanted to pull a London Black Op again, which they will, guaranteed, very soon, October the 13th would be a very good date for it because, it has to be before October 31st. Maybe this one, Tower Bridge, followed by a blackout, and then the Brexit thing on October 31st, Halloween gets kiboshed, which is what they want. They want to get Brexit going, the old Zionist Masonic government. So, yeah, October 13th is a very possible date for a Black Op in London. Like I say, I'm going to repeat one more time, either Tower Bridge, Brixton, or something to do with airplanes. Right on cue. BA. Yeah. Do you think that's a coincidence? More like a coincidence. Let me see what else we got here. Brixton, yeah. Because the hints for Brixton have been there for the last 2 years plus. That Czech song that came out of nowhere, it only happens here in London. It starts with Tower Bridge, but he says, a shout out to my whatevers in Brixton. And this Stormzy latest track is featuring a commercial airliner flying over, and all Stormzy's, buddies, they all fall down in a circle as the plane goes across. Have a look at his latest video, you'll see it. I made a video on it that it got, blocked straight away, so whatever. So there's your October the 13th, Sunday. Any given Sunday. Possible date for a Black Op in London. And we'll burn that bridge when we get to it. And he's running in front of Tower Bridge. Tower Bridge is like too obvious now. I've seen that Spider-Man Far From Home, right? Hold on. I've seen it. It's so blatant in that movie. It's just ridiculous. Tower Bridge. It's just getting silly. But we'll see. I mean, Gyllenhaal, he says, oh, the public will believe anything that's broadcast. That's actually a line in the movie when he's standing in front of this, when it's being kind of half destroyed. Yeah. But it's just like too obvious. I don't know, Tower Bridge now. I mean, I've been saying it for a few years now, but you know, they know that I know. They know that I've pre-exposed it. Maybe they'll do something else. Maybe they'll do, you know, Brixton. Maybe they'll carry on doing some nonsense with airplanes, which I was saying all summer to myself. Of course, I was unable to make videos. Oh yeah, they blocked me from all my channels, so that's why I'm on a new channel now. They really don't want me around, which tells you exactly what's going on. That I'm completely on it. They don't like me predicting their future Black Ops. They, you know, whenever they do a new Black Op, if you touch it, you get a strike and your video taken down within seconds. That's why I haven't bothered breaking down some of the more recent Zionist Black Ops, because the moment I do that, they just strike me up and remove the video. They got a rule, and that's ever since the Palmer's Green nonsense. That was the one where they made this new directive that anyone touching their psyops from that point onwards, their recent psyops exposing them, their videos just get taken down straight away, and then their channels get struck up. I'm on 17 strikes, plus my remaining 3 channels. Before I can't even get into them. They made it so that I can't get into my own channels. Anyway, there you go. So yeah, London next, and yeah, I'll do that video on the series Dark Blackout. Oh yeah, it's all about that. Yeah, you'll see the blackouts, and don't be surprised to see the blackouts in London too, especially before Brexit, to create the chaos, to stop the Brexit thing. I mean, they did Joe Cox just before that hoax starring Rachel Liskovac, the professional actress. Rachel, come on, Rachel, throwing up the devil horns on stage. Come on. Yeah, and then they put up a girl who looks nothing like her at all, and saying, "Oh, this is her sister," and then she's standing at that so-called funeral wake, laughing, giggling, smirking, with the girl behind her in hysterics. And I'm not talking about hysterically upset. I'm talking about laughing her head off. Yeah. So whoever Rachel Liskovac is, that actress, she looks identical to the Joe Cox character, who again was pictured in a boat just in front of Tower Bridge.